All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome here to another reaction type video. So another PubMed study, my people. You see this was published on this is April 2020 here. I don't see the actual date, but this was looking over essentially the minimum. I haven't looked at the study or anything yet. I just kind of saw the headline or whatever. So just this is something, again, curious to look into to kind of see, again, because not everybody can put a lot of time into health and fitness, right? You know, some people have families, you know, jobs are working long shifts, maybe long commute times too, you know, all these factors. So, you know, it is important to still look at this thing, not to be lazy, but if it just works best for your schedule. Again, not everybody has a lot of time to put towards health and fitness, but figuring out like what's the least amount to get the most amount you can get, essentially. So let's look into this study. I'm guessing that's kind of what this is going over based off of just the title here. So the minimum effective training dose required to increase 1 rep max strength in resistance trained men, a systematic review and meta-analysis. So thought this would be very interesting as well to look into. So let's check this out. My people, get the screen brightness up here. Let me squat down so I can read the screen very good here. So let's just scroll down through it, man, and see what it's talking about. So the abstract is background. Increases in muscular strength may increase sports performance, reduce injury risk, or associated with a plethora. I'm a plethora. A plethora, where would I put that when I say that? A plethora of health markers, as well as exerting positive psychological effects. Due to their efficiency and effectiveness in increasing total body muscular strength, multi-joint exercises like the power lifts, i.e. the squat, bench press, deadlift, are widely used by active individuals as well as athletes in the pursuit of increasing strength. So all that means is essentially, what did it say? It said power lifts, but more so when I call those for like terminology, better to say like a compound lift versus like a bench press is going to be a compound, a squat, a deadlift, a pull up. Exercise like this where you're using multiple muscle groups essentially are going to be the best for building overall total body strength and overall total body muscle, because you're using more muscle groups at one time than rather just like a single arm bicep curl. You're really only working that bicep essentially, right? So to date, the concept of a minimum dose, i.e. what is the minimum one needs to do to increase 1 repetition maximum strength, has not been directly examined in the literature, especially in the context of the power lifts. This review aims to explore the current available evidence around the minimum effective training dose required to increase 1 rep max strength in trained individuals in an attempt to enhance the practical guidelines around resistance training, as well as provide active individuals, athletes, and coaches with more flexibility when designing a training protocol. So that's cool. Again, always trying to learn. So anything I try to use myself as a guinea pig, really. But this will come in handy now too, if it's not something I do already know. Again, like that, when having to, you know, prioritize people, which I've already kind of essentially mastered that. That's one thing. Like I coach people literally from all walks of life, dude. All walks of life, crazy schedules. And again, everybody does have different times they can be in the gym. Some people can only be in the gym, you know, maybe 4 days a week, 30 minutes at a time. So people can be in there, you know, 3 days a week, an hour and a half at a time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different schedules essentially. So it's about, regardless of what time you can put towards it, that's going to fit your lifestyle, you know, because we want health and fitness to enhance our lifestyle. So we got to work it into our life to enhance it. You know, we can't just start putting all this time towards it if that takes away from our lifestyle that we enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So it's about basically what can you do with the time constraints you put towards it. No matter what time you put towards it, you want to get the most back from it essentially. All right, let's go. Let's see the methods. And this is cool too. It's actually studying actual people who have already trained, resistance trained people already. So this isn't like straight up newbies. All right, methods. One reviewer independently conducted the research in a Prisma systematic approach using PubMed, Sport, Discuss, and Google Scholar databases. The databases were searched with the following. So that's what a meta-analysis is, essentially pulling together a lot of other studies and looking through the studies together, essentially, instead of just one individual study. Also, it gives you a lot better kind of like a scope of what's actually going on, looking at a bigger collection of things overall instead of just one specific study. The databases were searched with the following, let's see, search terms, phrases, and Boolean. Never even seen that word before in my entire life. And freaking nose keeps itching right there. Boolean operations, training volume, and powerlifting, or 1 rep max strength, or powerlifters, volume and powerlifting, or 1 rep max strength, high versus low volume and powerlifting, or 1 rep max strength. Minimum effective training dose, 1 rep max. Meta-analysis were performed to estimate the change in 1 rep max strength for the lowest dose group in the included studies. Results from the initial 2,629 studies, 6 studies met our inclusion criteria. All identified studies showed that a single set performed minimum 1 time and maximum 3 times per week was sufficient to induce significant 1 rep max strength gains. Meta-analysis of 5 studies showed an estimated increase for overall 1 rep max of 12.9 kgs. So you can multiply that by 2.2 to get pounds. An increase in 17.48 kgs for the squat. What was this for? 1 rep max. Wait, an estimated increase for overall 1 rep max of 12.9 kgs. It doesn't say what exercise this is for. An increase of 17.48 kilograms for the squat and 8.25 kilograms for the bench press. So I don't know what exercise. I guess this is the deadlift. It doesn't say for this one. That's weird. So again, that would be around 17, 18 pounds, around 38 pounds or something like that, around 26, 28 pounds, something like that. And how long was this? 5 studies, estimated increase. I didn't give a time frame yet. 6 studies, 3 times. It didn't say the time frame, but still 1 set, 3 times a week. These are pretty big results. Again, I don't know what the time frame is. That's going to really kind of dictate how great of results those are. All the included studies contain details on most of the variables comprising training dose, such as weekly and per session sets, and repetitions, as well as intensities of effort. Specific information regarding load, percentage of 1 rep max was not provided by all studies. Conclusions. The results of the present systematic review suggest that performing a single set of 6 to 12 repetitions with loads ranging from approximately 60 or 70 to 85% of 1 rep max 2 to 3 times per week with high intensity or effort, reaching voluntary or momentary failure. Meaning, like on the bench press, well, see, if you're by yourself, meaning if you can get it up, but like say you got the rep up on 9, but you know 100% if you went down to try to get 10, you couldn't get it up. Now, to take that even a little bit more intensity, you would have like complete failure, essentially, or complete positive failure. On the bench press, you come down. Like I said, you know you can't get 10, but you go up for 10, and you just go until you stall out, and you have a partner lift the bench up off of you. And then you have people that are just like psycho training, like going like insanely intense, where you would start doing force, negative, and all. But that's going past what this is talking about here, momentary failure, or reaching volitional or momentary failure, just kind of where essentially, like the bench press is kind of a not safe exercise to do it on. But if you do a barbell now, but if you do dumbbells, you can take that, you can go down for 9 and come up for 10, hit failure, and you're done. You can drop the dumbbells, right? So you can pick exercises where you can go to failure more safely, where like unless you have a partner, you're going to get trapped into the bar on a bench press. The deadlift will be, which I don't recommend going that close to failure on deadlift. Again, I would, as soon as form breaks down on deadlift, you stop, because you're going to jack your back up so fast if you don't. And same thing with squats, really. So basically just train to a perfect form failure is what I say, and that's basically failure, essentially, for those muscles that you're trying to target. And that's the whole point of trying to grow a certain, you use certain exercises to grow certain muscles, essentially. But this is talking about strength too, but so you can still say you use exercises to strengthen those certain muscles as well. Let's see, where were we at here? Kind of got off on a little tangent. For 8 to 12 weeks can produce suboptimal yet significantly increases in squat and bench press 1 rep max strength in resistance trained men. However, because of the lack of research, it is less clear as to whether these improvements may also be achievable in deadlift 1 rep max strength or in trained women and highly trained strength athletes. So like I said, it's going to be suboptimal, obviously, but like I said, significant increases in squat and bench press. And I'll even attest, man, so even when I've had little aches and tweaks in my knee, essentially, and had to back off. Let me put my computer in really quick before it dies. I've had to take breaks off of deadlifts and squat, my leg days, essentially. It literally might have been once every month I'm hitting legs, or once every month and a half I'm hitting legs. I'm doing more than 1 set, but I was still able to keep getting strength. I think I made a video. I'll pop that up if I did. I'm pretty sure I made a video explaining kind of why I was still able to do that, essentially, with the other exercises I was using that kind of build the legs too, and the fact that I was in a caloric surplus, eating enough, resting enough, all this kind of stuff too. But I'll pop the video up if I did do that. Let's see, registration. The systematic review was registered with the Prospero. So that's pretty cool, man. So for 8 to 12 weeks, I'm guessing that's what it said. Yeah, that's what it said. So that's core there. So that's just, if you know right there, if you're strapped for time, you want to do as little as you possibly can, the minimum effective dose, meaning what's the least amount you can do, essentially to get some, like the most amount of progress, essentially. According to this study, right, it's basically saying, so pick your exercise, right, and do, what was it saying again here? So do a single set. So for one set, say you're going in on Monday, you do bench press, pull up, squat. I'm just using 3 exercises there. Okay, you're using 3 compound movements, one for your kind of chest, one for your back and biceps, one chest and triceps, back and biceps, and then squats more so for your legs, right? We'll just use those 3. I'm just making this super simple, okay? So you go in, you perform 1 set to 6 to 12 repetitions, 70 to 85% your 1 rep max, which if you use that percentage, it should drop you in the 6 to 12 rep range. Or if you do the 6 to 12 rep range, it should be that percentage. Now, not necessarily if you don't understand, because what this means is 6 to 12 reps, you want to be hitting failure in between 6 to 12 reps. It doesn't just mean go to 12 reps, but you could have did 30 reps with that weight. It's not going to work. So that is important that I did put that. So 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max for 6 to 12 reps. 2 to 3 times a week. It didn't even say 3, it says 2 to 3 times. So this is even saying go on Monday, go on Thursday. 2 times a week, man. You can still make gains. That's what I tell people, man. I already did know this. I didn't know the specific protocols, but I do know. Like, I've told people that so much. Like, bro, just go, because people try to like, oh, I gotta wait till I get time. I'm like, dude, just go once a week. Full body, since you're only going once a week, basically try to hit everything. But you will make progress going once a week. I've been on this, man. Like I said, I've even had to go through periods where I did this myself. But just knowing how everything works, I already knew that too. But like, people don't think something, like they don't think that's enough or think it's going to work, but it is going to make you progress. Again, not the best you could get, but for what you're putting in, the minimal amounts, you know. And I would even suggest going, if you're only going once a week, doing more than 1 set, essentially to positive failure. You know what I'm saying? Just however much time you can devote to that one day, kind of get as much volume as you possibly can on that one day. And, you know, you're going to get a lot more results, you know, from 0 sets to 1 set, or like from no days in the gym to 1 day in the gym. You're going to get a big spike from that. And then, because that's like, you know, whatever, 100%, or you're doubling, or essentially you're infinitely increasing your, how many days you're in the gym, because 0 is 0 always, and 1 is a huge jump. And then if you can go up to 2 from 1, you're doubling. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the law of diminishing returns too. So you get to a point to where if you're going every day, you're not getting as much back, and you don't need to be going every day. And again, it just depends on your split and everything. But I find a lot of people try to go to the gym too much and really kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Don't understand the rest, don't understand the importance of the recovery and the nutrition, all this kind of stuff too. But yeah, that's it for the video. That's cool. Maybe y'all learned something here. Again, I didn't necessarily. I learned about this study here that I didn't know about. But I think it's cool because I can still get this video out here and still push that message that, hey, and you can see from the study too, like, you don't have to be in the gym a crazy amount of time, man. Get going. That's why so people just wait and try to get everything perfect, man. Is get going, get something in. Now, you can still be doing stuff and not be seeing results. You still, you know, there's 3 legs to the table. You know, you got to have the diet and the exercise, man. The diet and the workout program, okay? You need both, but just give something like this a try. You're going to see some results, right? And if you hit a wall plateau, you know, that's when you can do your own research, you know, or if you don't want to take that time out, you can reach out to a professional, me, you know what I'm saying? And I can get you on the right track, you know, completely customize your diet, completely customize your workout program, basically get you on the fast track to your goals, essentially. All in an app I have on the phone. It's all customized. I tailor everything to you. You have direct contact to me one-on-one throughout the day as well. I check in with you every single day, keeping you on track. That's going to be at the second link in bio, because the first link is going to be for this study if y'all want to come read it yourself, essentially. But that's pretty cool, man. Like I said, and the end result of this video is going to be getting this knowledge out there to people that you can see, like in these studies, this meta-analysis. People make gains, man. Just 8 to 12 weeks. Those are pretty big. And these are already trained people. So even 12 weeks of a bench press right here. See, I don't understand what this one's for. It doesn't give you the exercise. But 17 point on the squat. Like I said, that's like 36 pounds on a squat in 12 weeks. Let's just do this for 36 to, that's what, 4? 3 pounds a week. That's 3 pounds a week of 3 pounds a week gain each week. That doesn't sound like a lot, but you keep adding that up, man. if you did that for a year, 52 weeks in a year, you'd be lifting 156 more pounds at the end of the year. If you did it for 2 years, you'd be lifting 312 more pounds. Essentially, obviously, you can't just keep doing that, but I'm saying that adds up. Don't neglect the small things, man. Those few 5-pound weight increases, they add up like crazy. And what was this? The bench press, 8.25 kg, comes out to 18 pounds. Again, even it says 8 to 12, so it could have been the lower. I'm just going to the higher and just give it the lowest. So even if it was 12, that's 1.5 pounds a week. But still, times that by a year, that's 78 more pounds in a year. That's a huge jump, man. And these are in trained people too. These are in trained people. So those numbers are even more impressive that they are in trained people. Anyway, that's it for the video. Comment down below anything y'all want to see me react to. I do have other things in the works that I'm going to be reacting to as well. And just trying to just react to stuff and get the knowledge out there, man, and share stuff I find interesting. If y'all want to shoot me anything down below, links y'all want me to react to, or videos you want me to react to, I react to videos too. I got a whole reaction video playlist, or if you want to DM me on social media, those links are below as well. I have people that do that as well, so subscribers that do that. So if y'all want to do that, I'm game for that. Well, shoot it over, and if I think it's a good idea, I'll get over to it. I don't want to look into it too much. I just want to kind of go off the title and stuff so I can give you like a full, real reaction to it, essentially. But anyway, that's it for the video. I really appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate all the support I've been getting lately. Love y'all so much. Stay happy, stay healthy. Go make y'all some gains. See y'all on the next one. Peace out.